Get your snowblower ready for winter with me in under 3 minutes. Then we want to check the oil. Then we can start it and let it run for a couple minutes. And that'll get the oil nice and hot so you can drain it. Take out or loosen your dipstick, loosen your drain plug. So once we have a slow drip or no drip, clean up the pipe, clean up your plug. We're gonna use a little bit of Teflon tape on here. Put our plug back on, give it a few turns. If it starts turning this inside pipe, then it's already tight. Grab your funnel, make sure it's clean. Now we can pour in our correct amount of oil. Always make sure you double check the level. Check our belts. In this here we have our auger belts, and this is our drive belt for our wheels. To check every side of the belt, you can hit your auger. You can pull on the pull start slowly with the ignition off, and that way you can get a visual around the entire belt. If you see any cracking or any dry rot, you want to replace these, they're going to break. This all looks good, so we're going to put the belt cover back on, turn our fuel off. We want to get to the bottom side of this machine, remove our plate. On this one, we got to remove the wheels. Now we can check our friction disc, and if we need, we can clean this drive plate. If you have any grease on here or any grease on here, it's not going to drive correctly. If your chain looks dry, lubricate your chain. If your gear case looks dry, lubricate your gear case. This one's going to get some grease. Give that a couple twists. We're going to clean this plate. Clean our disc also. And if you can't reach the plate fully because our drive disc is in the way, we can move over here. And that'll slide that to the side. I like to clean these up a bit before we put those wheels back on. Clean it up. We can either grease or anti-seize this. Clean up our keys. Apply some anti-seize to those. If you want to get crazy, you can run a brush through your wheel. You can reinstall our wheel while lining up that key. Get our machine back down on the ground. We can inspect our shear pins. Depending on the snowblower, there might be some here and here. And also what you're going to see is these pins back there. If those are broken, that's just going to spin freely. Flip it back. So if these skid shoes are getting too worn, or if your scraper plate is starting to dig into the bottom of your auger housing, you're going to want to replace this because this is very expensive to cut out, get a new piece in there, and weld. So if it's bad, replace it. Leave them snug but a little bit loose. Make sure your tire pressure is equal. So that way when we come down, these will set at the correct height depending on where your scraper bar is set. And then we can tighten. Either drain the fuel or let it run itself out. Get yourself some non-ethanol, pour some in, change our spark plug. Put the boot back on, let it run for a few minutes with the non-ethanol. Turn your fuel off and let it die. You're ready for winter.